Hello, xin chào các bạn, chào mừng các bạn đã quay trở lại kênh của mình. Hôm nay thì tiếp tục clip chúng ta sẽ khám phá câu chuyện trong phần 2.5 này. Và hôm nay sẽ về cáo hồng Yea Miko. Lần trước chúng ta đã làm xong nhiệm vụ của Raiden Shogun rồi không ạ? Một câu chuyện khá là sâu sắc. Ok, lần này sẽ đến Yea Miko, lễ cầu nguyện trừ tà Narragami. Câu chuyện thần bí bắt đầu thôi. Đợt này đang có Yea Miko đấy, không biết bạn nào có lấy được cô này không? Riêng mình thì mình thích chờ Raiden Shogun hơn, để cho Raiden Shogun được C2 chém cho sướng. Anh em chơi free này thì cố gắng tích nguyên thạch đợi rerun rồi bùng thôi, chứ cái nào cũng nhân vật nào cũng muốn thì cũng được thôi, nhưng mà nó cũng khá yếu. Đó. Mình thích dồn hẳn cho một hai nhân vật nào đó hơn. Đấy. Để lấy quà đấy nhỉ. Làm ủy thác xong để lấy quà đã.
Thank you for complete. Add Astra.
Ok, xong rồi.
No escape.
Ủa, đi dạo không này thôi à? Không có gì à? Đi dạo quanh Hanam Mizaka. Ok, thế cứ đi dạo thôi.
We haven't been to the Yea Publishing House in a while. Paimon wonders if they have any new books in. The one we read with A that time is pretty cool.
Come on, this is a no-brainer, man. There's only one thing worth wishing for, and that is a ton.
But the exam's next week. If I fail again, I'm seriously done for. I'm better.
It's just an exam. Trust me, there's no problem you can't solve by
Không có gì
throwing
là tiền
more
không giải quyết
at
được.
it. If it doesn't work, then just keep throwing till it does.
Đúng là triết lý sống đúng không? Một đống mora không đủ để hai ba đống sẽ đủ. Ok.
It's quite a spirited debate.
Huh? Really? You need but stand on this land at midnight, lower your head and recite a special incantation. Looks like you guys really aren't in the loop. This, my friends, is the next big thing.
A wish ritual?
Wish ritual?
Actually works, right?
Right.
Even Paimon knows that's just not how the world works.
Kẹo ngon thế được đâu. Không làm mà đòi quát à?
I didn't believe it at first either, but that changed when it worked for someone I know. It's this guy called Kunihiko. He's practically always been unemployed, wastes his days away, and he owes a lot of money. Like a lot. But get this, I don't see him for a few days, and suddenly I find him dressed to the nines and feasting at a high-class
Ngày không lo làm ăn. Sau mấy ngày đổi đời. Tài chính 4.0 rồi.
And the next day he woke up to find his whole
bed was filled with.
Paimon nghe thèm đấy. Paimon mình tính lại.
Of course, I'm sure the part about waking up lying on a bed of mora is whether you believe it or not, it's not exactly a difficult ritual.
If you're still feeling skeptical, just ask around. There are
Really? Well, come on! Let's go ask around right now, shall we? Well, if it really is true, then just think of all the mora Paimon could. Oh, and you'd finally be reunited with your twin too. Let's go!
Okay, let's go. Đấy cầu nguyện chư ta. Chương tiên hồ màn 1. Bắt đầu tìm cách thực hiện nghi lễ không làm mà vẫn còn đây. Tranh thủ lấy gỗ cái nhà.
Closer inspection, it seems like there really are a lot of people talking
That's
about
about Yea.
this kind of stuff.
Hey.
Grasp the thought in mind, clear like the light of the moon. As close as kin with you.
No, it's not hear my summons, it's heed my summons. Heed.
Hey, what are you guys up to?
Whoa!
Trời.
You scared me. Okay.
Incantation? Are you guys trying out this new wishing ritual stuff too?
Junkichi is trying it out, to be specific. He's hit a bit of a creativity block
Phải
recently,
bí rồi.
so I'm helping him make a wish so that he can move. I mean, I obviously don't, but Junkichi never listens to an outside opinion, so all I can do is go along with it.
Mr. Shigeru, can you please be a little more accommodating? People have had all kinds of wishes come true. Become more attractive, get rich quick, ace their studies. I'm just a poor, struggling writer looking to get over a creative hurdle. Is that so much to ask? Anyway, I just know this is going to work.
Didn't you say the same thing when you went to make your wish at the Grand Narragami Shrine?
The Omamori from the shrine take too long to have any effect on your luck. All right.
Look, to be completely honest, I think you need to sit down and have a good think. Look at you now, trying dubious methods from any old light novel.
Wait. What? This wishing ritual comes from a light novel?
Yep, it's from the one called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. No, it's most likely a self-published title. It just appeared out of nowhere and took Inazu. As a fellow writer, I'll refrain from passing comment on how well the story...
Look, Junkichi, yes, everyone's saying it's real, it works, but that's only half the story. I've also heard lots of people saying that everyone who's had their wish granted using this method...
What's so surprising about that? They're probably just giddy with joy at
This is starting to sound a little suspicious. Why don't we go to the Grand Narragami Shrine and ask Yea Miko about it? She's the expert when it comes to both light novels and the supernatural.
Lại đi gặp em có đồ mới à? Kỹ sự gọi hồn tập 1. Xem nào. Kể về những loại có cả khác nhau. Ok, đi gặp em có hồng chân dài thôi. Sau này có thêm cái boss ở đây. Tí thịt sau. Hồi kết của vĩnh hằng. Hello người đẹp.
Miko! Great, you're here.
Well, hello there, young ones. What brings you to the shrine? It just so happens that I have a wonderful novel here. Oh? Well, what did you want to ask?
Well, we were just... actually...
No, not at...
Lady Guji, what do you mean, nothing major? I'm begging you, you've got to help me save my brother.
It really is nothing major. I stand by that. Oh, but...
You two seem to have a good relationship with Guji-ai. Please, put in a good word for me. Here's what happened. My name is Kato Yohei, and my brother is Kato Shingo. All he's ever wanted is Domon turned him away. Took one look at him and said he didn't have what it takes to train in the art of the sword. But since his victory, he's been acting extremely strange. It's like he's become a completely
You know, there really aren't as many evil spirits lurking around as you seem to think. Your brother achieved the goal he'd been striving toward for as long as he can remember, and now it's gone. If it were me, I'd just leave him be for a couple of days. He'll recover on his own soon enough.
No, Lady Guji. If you saw him for yourself, you'd know.
Oh, all right, all right.
All right.
Then tell me, when did your brother spar with Domon's disciple?
About 5 days ago.
5 days ago, you say?
Yes, Lady Guji. That's a long time for him to... Our greatest wish is to one day found our own school, just like Domon. We can't jeopardize that dream now.
Wait a minute, now I'm a little confused. Are you here?
Well, they're kind of two sides of the same...
Two sides of the same coin.
Whatever. Let me ask you this. Have you heard of any interesting new rumors?
What? Rumors? I haven't heard anything.
Oh dear. Well...
Lady Guji, please stop changing the subject. This is someone's life we're talking about here. Please, you've got to help me.
Miko, he seems really desperate. This thing with his brother sounds really bad.
Okay, fine. Then it's decided.
Yay, Miko! So you're gonna help him?
Kato, whatever your name was, these two guests are trusted acquaintances of mine. And in fact, they are experts in resolving all manner...
Yeah! Wait a sec!
Really?
Is that hesitation that I detect in your voice? So let me get this straight. You come begging to me for help, I actually...
Đích thân nhà lữ hành ra tay thì việc gì cũng thành hết.
Not at all, never. Whatever Lady Guji says, I trust wholeheartedly. Thank you two for your willingness to help. Please follow me.
No, hold on a hot second, Miko. We may be a lot of things, but we ain't...
Don't worry. If he wants an exorcism, just grab a handful of salt and mutter some mumbo-jumbo while you're sprinkling it around. It's a common trope in light novels, right? You just have to have a bit of bravado.
Chỉ có thần thái nhân vật chính.
As soon as the
Chỉ cần có
protagonist
aura nhân vật
gains
chính, việc gì cũng xong.
self-confidence, everything else just magic. Well,
Đây, đúng nhân vật
you
chính
were
đây
the
rồi.
ones who seemed concerned about. Besides, we both know you wouldn't be here at the Grand Narragami Shrine unless you had a request for me to.
Nhà Miko rất đơn điệu, chưa
This is
gì
an
đã đòi
opportunity
trên
to
cơm mình.
demonstrate that you come.
This feels all
Nghe
right.
có vẻ vô lý, lại khá thuyết phục.
You technically have a point.
Nghe có vẻ vô lý nhưng lại khá thuyết phục.
All right, let's go. Don't worry.
Okay, let's follow Yohei and go. What is going on here? Granted, you can never be quite sure what's going on in Miko's mind, but she seems even more disinterested than usual in Yohei's situation. Well, a lot...
Ánh địa bạch hổ.
How strange. My brother's been...
Meditating?
Yeah, it's something that he suddenly started doing. But that's not important right now. Where the heck could he have gone in his current state?
This does pose a bit of a problem. If Kato, whatever your name was, given the circumstances, why don't...
Okay. Okay, got it. I'm on it.
Miko, what about us? Shouldn't we help look for his brother too?
No need. While What's-His-Face is handling that, we'll take...
Hello, sir. We'd like to ask you about the Kato brothers.
Oh, are you debt collectors?
Tuna.
Yohei said to tell you not to worry. He'll be...
Huh? Debt collect? But, it
Debt
sounds
collect.
like Yohei...
Well, yes. I don't think there's any disputing that. Those two don't have an ounce of dedication between them.
Huh? But Yohei said his brother has always wanted to become a sword...
That's true, yes. Shingo begged Domon to take him on, and eventually, he finally relented. But even after convincing a renowned sensei to give him a chance, he was the same as ever, bumming around in class instead of focus. In the end, Domon had had enough and kicked him out. but Shingo was resentful about it. He blamed Domon for not seeing his
Wait, what?
Oh, how interesting. We heard a slightly different version.
Yohei said that? That Shingo trained hard. That's ridiculous. He just lay there. Yohei did tell me about Shingo winning the fight, but I took it with a grain of salt. You can ask Kenji at the village entrance more about that.
Bắt đầu có sự mờ ám rồi đấy. Anh em này bắt đầu bị chuyện rồi.
Hey there, we've come to ask you about the...
Oh, you mean Shingo and Yohei?
Yeah, we heard that Shingo defeated an apprentice.
Yes, it's true. Wait, so are you here because you heard they're starting their own school and you're looking to sign up?
We're not here to sign up, but we would...
Well, you've come to the right person. I actually went to watch it. I thought it was a joke when I first heard that Shingo was going to challenge a disciple of the Meikyo Shisui art. The way he handled his blade, it was like flowing water. Mesmerizing to watch.
Is Shingo really that strong?
Yep, he seemed pretty euphoric after winning the duel too. He was celebrating very vocally, saying something like, "What a duel! I haven't felt this good in a long time."
Chẳng hạn quay mới về nhỉ.
Any other details to
Cố
share?
gắng nhịn cho
We've
Raiden.
heard that Shingo has been behaving rather out of...
Có
I
thể bị
definitely say that he has
sắp đẹp
more
hơn nữa.
energy than he used to. In the past, he never used to do much except lie around sunbathing all day. But just yesterday, for example, I saw him cutting down trees for the village head. In the space of one afternoon, he did what most people couldn't finish in 3 days. Not only that, but he managed...
Oh,
Quite impressive.
Things got weird after that, though. The village head brought out some tofu for him, and he just flipped out. He shouted, "What is that stuff? Keep that away from me!"
Sợ đậu phụ à?
And ran off.
Lady Guji, esteemed exorcists.
Hay
I
có
found my
vẻ
brother.
bị
He's
ai đó
at
nhập
the
hồn rồi.
waterfall, and I got the salt you had.
Oh, as much as I'd prefer to stay and hear some more
Giọng rất là dỗi hờn.
Look over there. That's him at the waterfall.
so this is Yohei's brother. Whoa, he's meditating while sitting in a waterfall. That's pretty wild.
Trông hoang dã thật.
Hey, listen! He's talking to himself.
Woo! How's that? Can you feel it? Can you feel the found your own school? Ha! So shallow. Please, spare me. Spare me. I can't feel the manliness. I can't even feel the cold anymore. I can't take any more. I'm gonna die. Yohei. Yohei! Save me! Save me!
Did you hear that?
Sao bị ai nhập rồi?
Nonsense
Thì lúc chúng ta thôi.
going...
Huh? Who goes there?
He stood up, and now he's coming this way.
No, don't come any closer.
Này nhát thế.
What do we do? Miko, think of something!
Ôi giời, có cái gì đâu, cứ loạn hết cả lên.
Oh, poor thing.
Cái version 2.5 rồi chứ không phải là
Your
version đầu
brother's
đâu.
life is hanging in the balance.
Well,
The way it looks to me is that Shingo feels terribly resentful to you about something.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know.
You don't know. But surely you should have more insight than anyone else into how your brother came to be this way.
Okay, to be this way.
Yohei, I suggest you think very carefully before you open. Your brother is your closest relative. You must have noticed straight away when he started acting out of character. And
Giọng Yea Miko hay thế,
5 whole
nghe rất
days
kiêu kỳ,
pass
chảnh
before it
chọe.
occurs to you to come and.
But I...
As you wish. It's fine. But after Shingo dies, you'll be next. It's futile trying to escape. Anywhere in the world you run to, it will be right behind your back. After all, you did.
All right, I'll talk. I'll tell you everything. Yes, that's it. The one that's all the rage right now. You just have to recite an incantation at midnight and you're... Just like the book described. We drew the magic symbol, stepped inside. After my brother wished to become a swordmaster, it really worked. Out of nowhere, he suddenly had these amazing... Because... I was worried that if he goes back to normal, he'll... If that happens, it'd ruin our plans to start a martial arts school, and we'd be back to being poor. I just wanted to keep this under...
So then, why'd you go to the Grand Narragami?
Well, because with the way he's acting now, I was worried that rumors might start spreading that he's gotten involved in the... So I was thinking that maybe Lady Gucci might have a way...
My, look at you with your ingenious schemes.
Ingenious
Stop
scheme.
These
Giọng rất
newfound
đều.
sword skills are not his. They belong...
You're right. We were wrong to do what we did.
All right, then. Your turn now, my little friend. Toss the salt, and then draw your sword.
Ok, chiến thôi. Ngắt luôn à? Yếu thế.
What is that?
Xong rồi.
It's the...
See that? That's what you summoned. And look, now that Shingo's no use, it's coming straight for you.
Save me!
Miko! He fainted! What do we do?
We do nothing. But you, little one, just a quick fight and this will all be over.
Who's this? Ah, a fellow swordmaster. Come on, fight me.
Giờ vặn cổ ra bây giờ.
He's coming! Be careful!
Đấm thôi. Đến thần tao đánh được. Vớ vẩn này. What?
Illusion shattered! I'll protect us.
Crush! Ha! Inazuma shines eternal! Ha!
I haven't felt this great in a long, long time.
Thế ra.
He disappeared! But he looked pretty content at the end there. Huh. Well, Paimon sure is confused.
We can talk about it later.
What am I doing here?
Shingo, are you all right?
Yohei, I had the weirdest dream. I dreamed that I wasn't a useless loser with a sword anymore. I even beat one of Domon's disciples. I thought we could finally open a dojo of our own now. But then I realized I was terrified and I wanted to take control of my body back, but I couldn't.
Shingo, we shouldn't have made that wish. We summoned...
Yes, and had we not come to your rescue, your life would have been over before too much longer. Then the
Thank you, Lady Gucci, and thank you...
All right, take him to get some rest. He's very weak. He will experience a high fever, but it won't be fatal. Remember, at this point, I would normally lecture you on the dire consequences of using occult methods to obtain power that does not belong to you. But I think
muốn làm một con thế đấy.
Yes, we understand now.
Thank you, Lady Gucci. We'll be on our way.
Ok.
Miko, would they really have lost their lives if we hadn't gotten... And if so, why the heck were you so reluctant to help out?
Oh, they would have been fine. I had to scare them a little, though.
So, what was...
You saw it all for yourselves. I'm sure you can figure out what kind of spirit had possessed him, can't you?
Ah!
Correct. Although it possessed Shingo, it didn't have any ill intentions. As a matter of fact, it actually seemed like it was trying to train.
Huh. Fair enough. But it seemed like it had...
Tossing salt caused it to temporarily leave Shingo's body. Then, you exhausted its strength by even if we'd done nothing at all, Shingo would have eventually become too weak for his body to host the spirit, and it would have left of its own accord. Of course, it would have been more stressful for Shingo and Yohei that way.
Well, the main thing...
Alright, seems like we've wrapped up everything here. Come on, off we go.
Hold on, Miko. You say everything's wrapped up, but are you sure about that?
You mean you disagree? Oh, you mean that they got the incantation from that book.
Actually, that book's the whole reason we came looking for...
Human beings don't have powers like us yokai. It's quite understandable for them to be interested in incantations to some...
That's not the point. The problem is that the incantations in the book are...
Even then, humans only have so much strength. Even if they do successfully summon a spirit...
But who wrote this book? And why? Don't we think there might... What do you think, Traveler?
Miko là không sao đâu.
Well, when you put it that way, she has been pretty trustworthy.
Lady
Không có chuyện ngay.
I finally found...
Kuroda, what are you doing?
I'm here to report on Yai Publishing House's sales for the last month. All the...
Let me see. What? We're losing market share?
Đương nhiên, Covid thế này phải tiêu thụ giảm đúng này.
Yes. Overall bestseller, readers' favorite, and trending ranking. We're being beaten in all categories. One book is topping the charts. It's called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning...
Both of you, back here now.
Hãy cưng tới đây ngay.
Miko? What is it? You have a really scary look on your face right
Đấy,
now.
làm ăn thua phát là cáu ngay.
Things just got serious. A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits is an all-round hit,
Đây là vấn đề nghiêm
summarily
trọng trong mắt cô
beating
sao?
the novels of the Yai. Just what is that supposed to mean? I worked extremely hard to promote our latest featured work, and now I have to come up with a counterplan. And you are going to help me.
Huh? How is this our problem all of a sudden?
Paimon, please. Who wrote this book and why? Don't we think there might be a bigger safety risk? Am I to take it that the safety of the people of Inazuma isn't so
Thôi
important
thế,
in
con
your
này mà
eyes
làm luật
after
sư thì
all?
thôi rồi.
What just happened?
Sao mà cãi nổi?
Again, you technically have a point, but... this
Nghe vô lý
feels
thì rất thuyết phục phải không?
Nothing's wrong, okay? Come on. We're going.
Okay.
I'm going to head back and make some preparations.
Ok, tiếp tục tìm công cuộc. Người viết tác giả của quyển sách gọi hồn đấy thôi. Chiếc chỗ ảnh nhà kéo ra giết thế.
Alright, Miko, we're here. So what's your plan of action to deal with this rival book?
Why don't you take a guess? I'll give you a hint. It's to do with the...
Oh, Paimon knows! Combine the reputation.
Oh, wow. Your first guess and you got it absolutely... wrong.
Cảnh mặt luôn. Được.
Yeah!
A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits is the hottest light novel in bending over backwards trying to warn everyone about the dangers. All we...
Okay, yeah, that would be pretty catastrophic.
Leaving aside the issue of the enormous manpower and resources such an operation.
But that means there's...
Well, I've been thinking. I've read A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. It has many... The book contains many ancient kaiden, or tales of the... I think we're going to have a difficult time trying to rein in its popularity while it's the only work in its league on the market. That's right. How do you get rid of the next big thing? So what we're going to do is create Inazuma's newest hit novel. Smash our rival's sales numbers and win our readers back. That is how Yea Miko wages war.
Yea Miko.
Incidentally, this will also be the best way to combat the influence of a first-hand guide to summoning spirits.
Wait, Miko. So you want us to write a novel?
Well, becoming an accomplished novelist certainly isn't an overnight process. But let's not forget that I am the chief editor of the Yai publishing house. I have my ways. I did say this is what we're going to do. I trust that the word teamwork is in your vocabulary. Anyway, there is a writer submission event going on at the moment. Start by talking to readers and finding out what they're into. I'll be at Uyu Restaurant. Find me there when you're done. I will assemble a team, and we can work while we eat.
The key to a successful light novel is having good illustrations. When to use illustrations, what they should contain, and which artist you should commission for them. Good illustrations can make up for bad writing. But on the flip side, there's a saying that light novels are essentially a case of buy art, get words free. The illustrations in A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits are incredible, but it's...
Có thông báo về việc nộp bản thảo. Tỉnh khủng hoảng tiểu thuyết. Chiêu mộ nhân tài rất nhanh.
I've been reading light novels for a long time now. I'm mainly into big, ambitious fantasy. These days, though, everyone seems to be imitating each other. Most of the time, I can guess what the story is about just from the title. The only recent book worth mentioning is not only is it a good story, but the descriptions are really true to life. So much so...
I'll be honest, I read light novels for the cheap thrills.
Cheap thrill.
In most traditional stories, the protagonist usually has this long and drawn-out character arc, usually involving a process of... By contrast, there's this popular light novel at the moment called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits.
Giống kiểu Untitled Chapter. Nhân vật mạnh ngay từ đầu.
Right from the get-go, the protagonist
Theo quyển này là quyển Untitled Chapter
has not only mastered the secret art of
truyền nhân một đấm.
Much more to light novels than Paimon realized. Let's go tell our findings to Yea Miko.
There you are. Let me introduce the team. You've already met Junkichi and Shigeru. Shigeru is an experienced editor, and Junkichi is the author he's partnered with. Junkichi's working through a Satomi is Yai Publishing House's ace in the hole. Her specialty is that she can write all kinds of completely different stories and all under different pen. They will be teaming up with us to collectively create the novel that knocks A First-Hand Guide to Summoning.
It definitely makes sense.
Now then, tell me what you found out about readers' preferences. All very true. An original core concept, a fast pace. More importantly than that, even though it's a work of fiction, we have to deliver a sense of realism.
Paimon followed pretty much all of that, but there's still, for example, we know we need an original core concept.
Before you can answer that question, you have to understand your target audience. Take A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, for example. When I read it, all I find is common knowledge to the Kitsune. But to the general public, it's bursting with new and interesting ideas. It all comes down to the size of the information. As a traveler, there must be a great many things you know that are complete unknowns to the people of Inazuma. What is commonplace to you may be fresh and original to them.
Ý tưởng hay chứ.
Oh, right. So maybe we can take inspiration from our
Chuyện này
time
viết
in
nhà lữ hành
Mondstadt
đây.
and Lilith.
13 quốc gia đây, sau 7 quốc gia này viết
That
này.
would make it a completely different
Mấy sưu
genre
tập
than
kìa.
a first-hand guide to summoning spirits.
Not at all. You don't have to worry so much about how to compete with that book. As long as the core content is interesting.
Alright, let's
Alright.
start with chapter 1 then. What are you thinking?
Nhà thơ lười biếng, Fenty à? Rồng vào mạo hiểm. Chuyển sinh thế giới khác gặp thực phẩm dự trữ biết bay. Tuyệt vời.
No, I would never go for that.
Chẳng nào không ai thích đâu.
I tried to play it.
Chuyện này ai thích mà.
Out of a maximum of 10 points, I'd give that a 9.
Đấy. Chuyển sinh đến thế giới khác gặp phải thực phẩm
Is
dự
there
trữ.
really flying emergency food in other worlds? How does it taste? And how do you cook it? It's a strong opening, an easy way to grab the reader's attention. Never underestimate the appeal of culinary-oriented subject matter. Food, after all, is a topic that everyone is interested in.
Hey! Cậu ấy nha.
Good job, little one. You're not only drawing on your own experiences, but it's thoughts from the experts. Are we able to work with this general framework?
Yeah, we think it works. I tend to overcomplicate the core concept if I'm not careful.
That's good. Okay, we're done with chapter 1. Let's move on
Chapter
to
1.
chapter 2.
Huh? Won't that do for now?
Readers will devour your content a lot more quickly than you'd think. Hurry, chapter 2, let's go. Can't you see that Satomi is waiting?
What's wrong with you? You don't look so good.
Bí ý tưởng rồi.
What a pity. I thought your beginner's
Vẫn
luck
may
would
tân thủ.
carry you a little further before it came to this. But alas, the time has come prematurely.
Before it came to what?
The bane of our existence, writer's block. It's your arch nemesis
Ma
for
vương của cả
life,
ý tưởng.
appearing without warning and inflicting a pain worse than death upon the writer.
Sounds awful.
When this happens, the best thing you can do is have a bite to eat and take a proper break.
Ok, ăn gì thôi.
Boss, get me a plate of fried tofu
Đậu phụ
and
rán.
get some kushikatsu for these two. Just the basic kind
Xiên
will
que.
do. Don't worry, this is my treat.
Mai chị.
Your treat? Oh, wait a minute. Miko?
À, hóa ra cạnh lúc đấy hai bà này ngóng xem ai trả tiền.
Doing right?
Of course, everyone that takes part in the creative
Đậu
process
phụ
will
rán
be
này.
paid.
Alright, cool.
Đi với bia hơi đấy thì ngon
Let's
nha.
press on, shall we?
Bia hơi đậu phụ rán.
Oh, does this mean your inspirations come back?
Cô gái lúc đang rộn biến thành giường đất nhỏ. Hành trình đến Liyue hóa tập đội đế quân. Được đấy.
Let's see now. The protagonist arrives in
Không có tiền trả nợ.
Liyue and befriends a young man who doesn't have the money to pay for anything. Only later do we find out that this young man is none other than Rex Lapis himself. With the help of the Qixing and the protection of the Adepti, I am free to roam this vast realm. Is this the kind of cheap thrill that
Cheap
that guy was
thrills.
talking about?
I give it a 9.8. The story is fun and action-packed with no dark undertones. Also, there are a great many legends about Rex Lapis. I'm sure I, for one, think there's a sizable market for this.
Thương mại.
Approved.
Alright, well, let's just hope Zhongli doesn't mind.
Hy vọng Zhongli không giận.
Great.
Ok.
Well, now Satomi can get started on that.
Leave it to me, Lady Yai.
Yeah.
Let's write about Inazuma in the 3rd chapter, shall we? I can help with this one. We can use the Vision Hunt Decree or your experience in the Resistance. Any ideas?
Bắt đầu từ tiểu tốt của cuộc kháng chiến. Tạm biệt lệnh săn sách. Không thể nhịn mọi người cùng nhau bãi bỏ lệnh truy linh Vision. Thôi chọn cuối đi.
When the Vision Hunt Decree comes out of nowhere, the protagonist joins the resistance, starting out as an ordinary rank-and-file soldier.
Hấp dẫn đấy chứ.
Find out how the protagonist goes on to make great contributions to the war effort, become best friends with the resistance general, and get to know the Guji of the Grand Narragami Shrine, working together with everyone to finally secure a grand victory for the resistance.
Hay chứ.
It's surprisingly normal.
I think it's rather good. A lot of people still like the classic hero's journey, from ordinary soldier to great leader. A fresh take on a timeless class. One thing though, we'll need to rewrite the part about me giving you the omamori. Let's change it to... The mysterious lady Kitsune teaches the protagonist a spell that can make their...
Whoa, so we're really going head-to-head with our rival on this one, huh?
I suppose so. Once they're done writing the
Are we done then? Do you really think this will be able to beat a first...
The content is fine. Now we just need to promote it. I will contact an artist to make some illustrations. I'm positive they will be at least as good. She runs a regular Q&A column in That's Life magazine. The people of Inazu... You're free to take a break while the creative team is doing their work, but please go by the Yai Publishing...
Nhiệm vụ lần này trùng ấy nè, không sôi nổi chém nhau như kiểu nhiệm vụ trước. Wow. Trong nhà hàng này âm thanh hay quá nhỉ, nhà thích quá. Đấy, phong cách rất Nhật Bản. Ngồi cũng ngồi bền luôn. Tầng 2 tháng riêng. Ây da, lẩu ngon chưa? Em xinh quá. Có quay không nhỉ? Cái gacha Yea Miko này về không nhỉ? Ngày 25 lần 9.000 năm thừa sức. Hay làm phát nhỉ? Thôi.
Miss Hina doesn't usually do endorsements, but since it's Lady Guji that's asking, we'll see what we can do.
Từ từ Hina.
With Miss Hina getting so popular lately,
Từ từ Hina này chính là Goro. Tên gì nhá?
But Miss Hina's not interested. Maybe that's why her fans like her so much. May your light novel sell well and set it.
We'll do our best.
Bạn nào chơi qua mấy cái chương trước rồi thì có biết cái tiểu thư Hina này chính là nhân vật Goro của bên quân kháng chiến, trông nhìn giống con cún ấy. Mình có đấy phải. Đâu nhỉ? Nhớ chưa gacha ra rồi thì phải. Là nhân vật Goro ấy rồi. Đây, chính chú này. Goro chuẩn luôn. Haha.
Are you sure you'd like to submit this entry? Let me see. The Miraculous Adventures of the Traveler by Thousand Hands.
Thousand Hands.
What a strange pen name.
Thousand Hands. Trăm tay.
I've been around you so much recently. Paimon's slowly starting to
What do you mean, strange? It took a lot of work by a lot of different people to get this thing finished.
We'll get this printed as a matter of priority and conduct trial sales in pilot locations throughout.
Uh-oh. Paimon's getting a little nervous now. Do you really...
That's right. Be confident in your work.
Okay, then I'll sign you up. Please come back and thank you all for your submission. I wish you the very...
Làm gì? Rồi tôi qua này à? À, 3 ngày cơ à? Này, quay một lần chưa đủ. Tích tắc tích tắc tích tắc. Okay.
Ah, you've all finally made it. Good news, everyone. I just received word that your light novel is flying off the shelves.
Woohoo! That's great!
This level of success is an amazing accomplishment for a new work. Most new books don't sell 30% of what you've sold. I have free copies for each of you here. Please take them. The payment will follow shortly, and I'll notify you to come and collect it when the time comes.
Oh yeah! The whole reason why we made this light novel was... We sold a lot of copies, but it doesn't feel like we
Oh, don't worry. Shh. Listen to what the people around us are talking about. The conversation has already moved on, hasn't it?
Hey guys, have you heard about this latest Kaidan thing doing the rounds? You just need to recite the incantation from a first-hand guide.
Oh, that? That's a throwback. That's old news, man. No one's talking about that anymore. The secret spells of Lady Kitsune is the new hit thing. I've already memorized all the incantations.
The secret spells of Lady Kitsune? What's that?
You haven't read it yet? Okay, so supposedly, if you recite the spell in there on a moonless night, I heard that the incantations in a first-hand guide to summoning spirits have weird side effects. This one, they actually had to use one of the secret spells of Lady Kitsune to get rid of the discomfort. That proves that the incantations in this book are more potent than the ones everyone was trying before.
Really? Well, I better go and prepare too.
Well, feeling less worried now?
Wow! You're right! Everyone's shifting focus! But what's this moonless night that they're talking about? Hyman doesn't remember that detail from the brainstorming session.
This is something that will become very important.
There's a phase 2?
Phase 2?
Of course. Behind every book that hits the market lies an author, right?
Oh yeah. If we leave him to his own devices, he might just write another guide to summoning spirit. Also, we still need to figure out what his motive for...
Exactly. That's what we need to take care of next. Fortunately, I've already managed... But when we went to ask him about it, he had no recollection whatsoever of having... Yes, this is another case of possession. Only this time, after his novel submission failed, he was walking aimlessly in Araumi. In frustration, he shouted out, "Please, someone, anyone."
But the spirit that wrote the book has already left him now, right? So...
Simple. It wrote a summoning incantation in the book, didn't it? So we can just use its own method to make it manifest itself. And you, my little friend, are the perfect candidate for this role. Oh, what are you talking about? The fun's just about to begin.
Fun is just about to begin. Ok, tiếp nào. Xếp ra hình bài bao luôn. Sẽ nhìn cute không? Paimon lấy tay che mặt. Tiểu thư Hina. Đây là lời tựa của tiểu thư Hina, kiểu như review về quyển sách này. Đấy. Đó, chính nhà lữ hành viết. Ok, tiếp thôi.
Miko, what is this?
The ideal spot for a little meet and greet with a certain elusive author. This is the...
Really? But it feels so...
That seems... What are you so afraid of, honestly? We're finally about to meet the true author of a first-hand guide.
Paimon's heart is pounding, but Paimon... Hey, wait up! Paimon's scared. Stay close by, okay? Don't leave Paimon all alone.
Ok. Lại bị kịch mới à? Giáng linh mật thất. Ok. Giáng linh mật thất. Game này đặt tên mọi thứ rất là hay. Mộng tưởng nhất tâm. Chơi Yea Miko rồi nè. Chấn luôn. Tông thất. Rồi, cũng mệnh 3 luôn. Cũng còn cho thử khác. Còn thế. Rồi, 76 mà, 78. Đúng là nhân vật demo. Sĩ phép. Cấp độ Yea Miko này tạo hình rất đẹp nhé. Đấy, vòng đeo trên đầu. Tóc tím. Tóc hồng. Váy 2 màu. Chân một bên đi vòng, một bên không. Được, tạo hình rất đẹp. 10 điểm. Về khoản tạo hình thì 10 điểm.
Miko, do you know what it's supposed to show?
Probably a scene from ancient Inazuma.
It's a good piece of artwork and all, but it's also... Looks like the artist signed their name.
Rakusai.
Let's go inside and take a look.
Let me try.
There is no escape.
Để thử Yea Miko xem nào.
Come on now.
My blade.
Sướng phết nhỉ.
Right here. Come on now.
Bắn như siêu nhân.
Illusion shattered.
Let's dance.
Shudder.
Cut down. Like this.
Wow, this place is huge. Hey, is that a mirror? There's a really weird-looking stool as well. Wonder what it's for.
I see. This setup is quite handy. Saves me a lot of work. All right, go and take a look around. There should be a mechanism somewhere that makes the whole room move.
Rồi, mình cần gạt đi rồi. kêu hoạt mấy cái đèn này.
Shine down. Nice and spicy. Now you shall perish.
Ồ, oh, chết à?
There is no escape. Oh. Dear me. Emerge.
Chém sang con ho ấy. Chết bây giờ. Bình tĩnh. Ơ, súng con gì à? Tí thế.
Inazuma shines eternal.
I'll protect us.
Freeze to the core. Beg for mercy.
Like this.
Oh, hi. Let the show begin.
Nhảy lên.
Shine down.
I'll protect us.
Come on now. Ha. Right here.
Yeah.
A sight to behold.
Wow. Ra.
Get them. Now you shall perish.
This battle.
Let's dance.
Lên nhá. Ồ, cướp ở đây à?
Illusion shattered.
Let the show begin.
Right now.
Được. Đánh cảm giác cũng được. Không sướng tay lắm cũng được. Được cái đẹp thôi. Đúng rồi. Không gì à? Bây giờ ok. con. Phá cái thùng này mới được. Đi xuống. Xinh quá, xinh quá. Nó quay lại đây à?
Emerge.
Cả.
The painting we just saw! It's turning this way along with the whole wall! It's getting eerier and scarier!
Okay. Next I will show you a secret Kitsune spell. This painting is a swift summoning medium. The murky mirror reflects the view of Inazuma in a bygone age. Spirits stirred by the sight of the past will be easily drawn to it. You're up next, little one. Come on, sit yourself down here. Yes. The whole point of a summoning ritual is for a dead person's spirit to possess a living person's body. You saw what happened to that Oni samurai spirit. After leaving the—
Are we positive that summoning a spirit to possess the traveler isn't gonna have any—
Oh, you really
Quan
care
tâm đâu
about
gì?
the little
Hơi
one
ghen rồi
quite a
đấy.
lot, don't you? I'm a little jealous. I wish my friends were caring like that.
Đang đá xoáy Raiden Shogun ấy.
Are you scared, little friend? Don't you worry now. It'll be over. Sit on the chair, stare at the painting, and relax your body and mind. Try and be natural. There's really no need to be nervous.
Ok, cho nhập hồn vào Lumin. Ngồi ngoan đi cún.
It's like she's sitting inside the painting. Huh? Is Paimon seeing things? Did the—
Recite the incantation in your heart, little one. Also, now, what kind of wish do we think it would take to summon forth the author of A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits?
Probably something to do with writing?
Very good. The wish needs to be heartfelt, though, so let me help add a little realism to the equation. The book is selling exceptionally well, Traveler, but we're going to need an outline for Chapter 4 as soon as humanly possible. When is the earliest that you can turn it in by?
The painting is moving again! What the—
Đã nhập.
I never thought the day would come when I'd be summoned using my... What have we here? Another budding writer? What's come over you all? Why is everyone wishing for help with their writing?
Đại gì ai mua vé sách vậy?
A novel so...
We got you! So you were the one who wrote up first. What are you trying to do, Why'd you put that summoning incantation—
Huh? What's this? Oh, I see. No wonder this felt so familiar. I've walked right into your trap, haven't I? You ask me what my game is here? Well, of course. It was to use this incantation as a means for all the souls of the departed yokai to make their...
What? Paimon knew it! You had an evil plan all along!
Oh, did you now? Then how naive of you to let me possess this body so easily. I sense, yes, great power within her.
Yeah.
Good. Good! With this power, no one shall be able to stand in my way.
Wake up! Quick! Wake up! We gotta stop him!
It is futile. You shall never wake her again. This body now belongs to me!
Hey! Come on, wake up! Don't let him... Miko! Think of something! Miko!
Hóa ra mày cười, tao cứ tưởng mày hóc cái gì. Tổ sư.
You're laughing?
À, quen nhau à?
Oh, Rakusai, you haven't changed a bit.
Rakusai.
You caught on so quickly.
Well, you made the face enough times that I couldn't exactly miss the hint. This is what you were going for, yes? Never one to stand on the sidelines of a... Look what you've done to this little flying one here. Oh, poor thing scared witless.
Rồi, hóa ra giả vờ đây à?
You were having plenty of fun playing the bad guy a moment.
Rakusai? Miko, you...
Yes, we do. Of course we do.
Allow me to formally introduce the author of A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, Urakusai. No, wait. To be more accurate...
Memory? But isn't he a spirit?
Ah, spirits, memories. They're just different words to describe the same thing. Something that comes from the ley lines.
Do you remember that recent incident when the Rift Hounds were gnawing at the sacred Sakura's roots? You witnessed human memories leaking from the ley lines, didn't you? Well, since there are human memories, of course there are going to be yokai memories too.
Liên quan tới sự kiện trước.
In life, yokai possess supernatural powers. And even when they are a shadow of their former selves from a bygone era, typically yokai memories survive longer in the world than those of humans.
Indeed, indeed. I was wandering around the sacred Sakura's roots when I suddenly heard someone. It piqued my curiosity, so I popped inside his body and...
So that's how it happened. But why did you...
Oh, little one. Not to toot my own horn here, but when I was alive, I wasn't just another Kitsune, no. I was a mighty and but with this incantation, they can go one last little joyride in the world for a couple of days. Anything they're still itching to do.
But...
She's trying to say that all the commotion this causes is likely to be a...
Disturbance? I guess you mean that we might leave them with some broken dreams after we leave, hmm? Oh, yes. And they might have a fever or whatever. But you know, I actually think that the most admirable thing about human beings is the way that they go out and shape their fate with their own two hands. As for those who would rather draw on external power than seek to improve themselves, it's quite right that they learn their... So when you think about it, we're actually doing the humans a big favor.
Yes.
All right then. You finally convinced Paimon. You got...
What are you scared of, little one? Don't be deceived by her day-to-day antics. Miko is actually one of the most powerful yokai out there.
Not only that, Urakusai, but my latest work has beaten that book you wrote, A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits, to become the...
Of course. You were never one to make extra work for yourself where you can help it. And yet you went to all these lengths to find my painting room, and even took the trouble to summon me. I knew you must have some ulterior motive. You were always the one to pick a quarrel with me when we all used to gather around and share stories. All right. You win, I lose.
I finally get to hear you say it centuries later. Ooh.
I remember when you were just a little girl, always hanging off my shoulders. A few hundred years later, and you're all grown up.
Urakusai, how much time do you have left?
Not much. That goes for all of us, actually. We've all got to go back where we came from in the end. Everyone's quite content in many ways, but they still can't help but ask, are we ever going to have another Hyakyako?
Don't you worry about that, Urakusai. Arrangements are being made. When my bell rings, it means the moonless night is upon us.
Great. Wonderful. Miko, it's been nice catching up, but I'd better conserve my energy if I want to stick it out until then. So, I'll be on my way now.
All right. Goodbye then, Urakusai.
One last thing, Miko. I just want to know, have you been well all these years?
I've been great, of course. Every day is especially these days. Not only do I have my light novels, but I've also met these two delightfully nosed... And even A is finally starting to come to her senses. Quite a miracle, given how pig-headed she...
Oh, well, great. That's fantastic.
Urakusai, you'd be right at home in this era. A great storyteller and artist like yourself would be the Yai Publishing House's ace in the hole. And I would personally be hounding you over your next installment.
Ok. Câu chuyện cũng vui vẻ nhỉ, không có gì tối tăm lắm.
Are you awake? How are you feeling?
Are you all there? Here, like last time, repeat after me.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, you beat me to it. Looks like your brain is intact. So, your first possession, what was it like? Good. See, hearing Urakusai admit defeat has put me in the most wonderful mood. In return, it's only fair that we make sure to deliver on... Yes, though they only represent a tiny proportion. Since you've come this far, why don't you do one last thing?
You cannot be serious, Miko. After all that, you still have more errands for us? You guys teamed up to scare Paimon just now. If you think Paimon's gonna do anything you ask for, think again!
Kêu rồi.
Oh, come on. I'm really only asking you to finish what you started.
Paimon's paycheck?
Paimon's paycheck.
Well, there's no way out now. We're in too deep.
We're in too deep. Quá sâu rồi. Ok. Bí cảnh này làm đơn giản quá nhỉ. Cảm thấy hơi bị thất vọng tí.
Protect us.
Well, hello there, my little helpers. So nice of you to join.
As if we had a choice. We just want our paychecks.
I want a paycheck.
So, Miko, what exactly do we have to do to make this Hyakyako? Also, to be clear, we actually have no idea.
It might sound ominous, but to put it simply, the Hyakyako is just a gathering of the yokai.
Yokai.
Back in the day at yokai gatherings, once everyone had had plenty to drink, one by one they'd start soaring into the sky with their yokai powers. There were so many of them that their silhouettes would block out the moon. But now, the yokai memories that leak from the ley lines are weak. They are no longer able to... So I will be performing a convocation ritual for them, gathering all the wandering memories together in one. When the time comes, they will gather in the sky above the Grand Narragami Shrine. Once their energy is spent, they will be satisfied. All the preparations for the ritual have actually been made well in advance.
Oh yeah! Something about reciting the secret...
That's the one. Actually, it's not a wish-granting incantation at all. It's a spell to help calm the ley line memories. When that time comes, let's all pitch in and help send them on. I will start the ritual preparations shortly. First, tell the shrine maidens to leave the mountain. During the Hyakyako, a whole swarm of yokai memories will be hanging around in the air above the Grand Narragami Shrine. Having the Shrine Maidens leave avoids the bothersome issue of some... After that, I will commence the ritual, and the memories will begin to congregate. The memories are normally dispersed and don't pose a threat. They may see this as an opportunity to try and make it up the mountain.
Alright, got it. Then what?
Well, if at that point you felt like coming to the shrine and getting a close-up view of the yokai, I wouldn't...
Okay, let's get going.
Okay, let's get going. Nhiệm vụ này khá dài. Nhiệm vụ Yea Miko này khá dài và nói khá nhiều.
Descend the mountain? Are those Lady...
Yep, Miko said the ritual she's...
I see.
We'll be taking care of a couple other things for her. And once we're done with that, we're gonna come back...
It seems like Lady Guji places great... Lady Guji's never allowed anyone else to be in her presence. Thank you for helping with the ritual.
Don't worry, we're much stronger than we look.
Mạnh nhất game mày.
Miko's about to start the ritual. Come on, let's go deal with the monsters down the mountain. These monsters look really riled up. Yep, let's get rid of them as fast as... Alright, here they come!
Ok, quát thôi.
There is no escape.
Let the show begin.
Shudder. Beg for mercy. Blood of frost. Eye for an eye.
Nữa hả?
Inazuma shines eternal.
Lucky day.
Illusion shatter.
Going somewhere?
Let's dance.
Shudder. Vengeance will be mine.
Wait!
Rack and ruin.
Shoot the fairy.
There's so many of them! Come on, you can do it! Into the fire!
Horror to oblivion. Absurd.
Watch us.
We can do it!
Thấy chưa? Không còn à?
Alright, that's the last of the monsters.
Ok. Ok, đến xem đấy thôi. Đẹp quá nhỉ?
Wow, so many! They're everywhere! Huh?
Yes, the memories of the yokai. They haven't been able to relax and soar through the air like this for a long time. Come with me. You all right, little one? You look a little nervous.
It's just, Hyman's never seen anything like this before! Whoa, they've really blocked out the moon!
It does look a little intimidating, doesn't it? But I know them. They may be loud and brash at times, but they are good and brave souls. Even after losing their lives in a brutal war, they have never given in to grief or despair. Alas, their time is short.
Chà, đẹp quá nhỉ. Con này muốn dẻo quá.
Do they really have to go?
It's a feast, and all feasts come to an end. Since you're sorry to see them leave, why don't you do the recital along with me? O Hakushin, cause of this enchantment, in reverence I perform this rite.
In reverence, I perform this rite.
To be a guiding light.
Hay quá. Đẹp quá.
The book says, recite the secret spells of Lady Kitsune tonight, and our wishes will come true.
O Hakushin, cause of this enchantment.
I perform this rite to be a guiding light.
Your unrivaled power will be honored eternally.
Murakusai, you asked if I was doing well. Really, every day is a happy day for me. But watching you all leave now, I can't help but feel a little lonely.
Mọi người đi hết rồi.
Just a little, of course.
À, hết rồi. Yeah.
Just as I thought, the ritual went very smoothly.
Dạ, cutscene hay quá.
Oh, I'm great.
But the look on your face just now.
I'm fine, seriously. Really,
Khóc đi, khóc đi.
Honest.
Miko.
Miko.
Fine. Well, if you're dead set on doing something for me, you can treat me to a meal.
Sure, no problem. A meal it is.
Okay. Well, see you soon then.
Ok, hết quest. Ô, thế à? À, nói chung là mình thấy cái quest này được mỗi cái cutscene dưới hay. Cutscene cuối cùng là đẹp quá. Vừa đẹp vừa hay. Cutscene vừa đẹp mà nhạc nó rất là hay. Này, khi nào phải có thời gian xem lại cutscene một lần nữa. Rất là hay. Ok, ăn bữa tiệc chia tay với Yea Miko thôi. Đó, nói chung cốt truyện lần này không kịch tính lắm, nhưng mà cái cách viết truyện nó rất là chỉn chu từ đầu đến cuối, đúng không? Có việc viết sách để mọi người hướng theo rồi đọc thần chú cầu niệm trong đúng cái đêm quan trọng. Nói chung là viết quest rất chỉn chu, có đầu có cuối.
Wait is unbearable. How is the next chapter of the miraculous adventures of the traveler not released yet?
It was quite a surprise when the moonless night finally came.
Yeah, that huge black cloud over Mount Yogo that night. It just seemed to form out of nowhere.
But then nothing happened after I made a wish using the method in that book.
Yeah. I guess light novels are just fiction after all, huh?
That night was definitely the nail in the coffin for the incantations from novels fad. Still, something tells me the miraculous adventures of the...
Huh? Paimon can't see guess she's not out here. Maybe she went inside already.
Quán nhà hay đấy.
Ah, my little friends. There you are.
Ok, đến rồi, trả tiền nhiệm vụ cho tôi đây.
Miko, what is this? You started eating without us?
I did, yes. You're paying after all. The thought of being able to eat the most expensive dishes and drink the finest sake, all for absolute... Boss, see these two faces here? Remember them. They're the ones picking up the bill later.
Alrighty.
Chết rồi, cháy túi
What's
rồi.
gotten into you? Come on, sit yourselves down. You have to try this fish. It's found exclusively in the waters around Seirai Island. They shipped it to Inazuma over... Or maybe you'd rather try this? I know, I know. I normally can't bring myself to drink sake this expensive either. If you don't drink alcohol, that's fine too. There are all kinds of fruit juices covering the whole...
Đúng là ăn ké đấy, phải ăn đến nơi đến chốn đúng không?
You are outrageous. Last time we were here working on the novel, all you ordered for us
Chỉ coi xin que tầm thường.
Strange. I remember no such
Chỉ có xin
thing.
que với đậu phụ rán.
Oh, so what? You did offer to treat me to a meal, didn't you? Anyway, I am something of a VIP, you know. Wouldn't you find it embarrassing to treat me anything short of lavishly?
Miko, this meal is going to be super expensive. Aren't you afraid we won't be able to afford it?
Oh, don't you worry about that. You can most definitely afford it. They're still printing your light novel, but...
What? Aw, darn it! She tricked us into this! Miko was after our Mora from the very beginning!
Bị trúng kế rồi.
Oh, the looks on your faces right now. Too perfect. Oh, by the way, since nobody's wishes came true on the moonless night, novels with incantations are no longer in vogue. So you'll have to come up with something new for the next chapter of The Miraculous Adventures of the
Quên
Traveler.
đi, ăn chặn tiền của tao không nghĩ
The deadline
đâu.
is looming. I'm counting on you.
Ok, kết thúc trường ở đây. Chà, quả Yea Miko ngồi đẹp quá nha. Sáng ngồi rất đẹp.
Thank you for the meal. I thoroughly enjoyed. Oh, did I mention? A saw that convocation rich. I know she can be pig-headed, but it still took me by surprise when she wrote me a long... Oh, I hardly see what all...
Hay quá. Ok, vậy là clip của chúng ta hôm nay kết thúc nha. Chúng ta vừa đi xong cái nhiệm vụ của Yea Miko. Nói chung nhiệm vụ này mình thấy nó cũng được, không quá xuất sắc nhưng mà bù lại được cái cutscene ở dưới rất đẹp và nhạc rất hay. Ok, xin chào các bạn nhá. Hẹn gặp lại các bạn trong các clip sau. Xin chào.